Hey folks, welcome back to another Paul Masters video, and today let's talk about the rerun with the Bede rerun, I guess, right? Bede and Hatterene, I think it's pronounced. Anyways, so yeah, that's, and got a new 4 out of 5 good expansion. So let's talk about it, right? If it's worth going for or not. Probably not really. So yeah, this is the first like 2022 Pokefair that just straight up got a rerun immediately, and a 4 out of 5 good expansion, which is shockingly fast because I don't really think he needed one. But anyways, let's just get into this. All right, so just first of all, quick review of the kit, right? So stat wise, nothing really stands out. Honestly, every stat over here is kind of bad. Even special attack, it's not like terrible, but it's also not like good either. As for your moves, you got Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, Psybeam, 3 2-bar moves. Mystical Fire has guaranteed special defense debuff every time. Psybeam, 10% chance of confusing the opponent. And then your training move gives status condition effect, or reflection effect to the ally field of play, so bounce back. And then got special attack and crit buffs +2 each, and then -1 physical defense. And sync nukes based on the opponent being confused. And as for some of the other stuff, passive-wise, Baffle buff 9, which powers up the user's move when the target is confused, and sync move as well by 90%, which is a lot, right? Stupefaction 9, guaranteed chance of lowering the opponent's special attack and special defense by 1 when you use a move, sync move, or max move. And then the last one is when super effective, powers up max moves and sync moves and like regular moves by 50%. So yeah, a lot of multipliers there. So okay, that's the basic kit in terms of the grid wise. At 1 out of 5, he's basically a special attack / special defense debuffer that, I forgot about the max move, but yeah, where the max moves could also contribute to some solid damage here, right? Because they're just very high base power, right? And then Max Flare could give you Sun, Max Mindstorm could give you Psychic Terrain, and then Max G-Max Smite could confuse the opponents, which is not as impressive, but still something, right? So you can set Sun, Terrain, debuff a bit, right? And nuke, right? You gotta it's a tech nuker, right? So there's always that, I guess. Especially against units it's super effective against, and if you have them confused, it's pretty solid nuker there as well. But yeah, I'd say 1 out of 5 you basically have a lot of what he does already. Nothing much in the grid. 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, you do get Gobsmack 4, which is 50% chance of confusing the opponent, which is nice. So you don't have to rely on either 10% Psybeam or the G-Max Smite to confuse the opponent. You get Unbending, which is okay, so your defense doesn't get lower here. Maximum super powered 1, which gives extra 10% on like super effective moves, sync moves, max moves. Got some stuff for Psychic Terrain, right? And super duper effective too as well. Group Therapy to cure status conditions, just in case you didn't like reflect them earlier, or if they just went through it, like based on like a additional effect on a move, and got the same stuff over here for Sun as the Psychic one, and move gauge fresh and stuff. 3 out of 5 is most of the kit. You get the 100%, or not 100%, the 100 BP power-ups for all 3 of the max moves. You get extra 50% on your nuke as well, although even without this, the nuke is still pretty good. You have ramp up to be fully self-sufficient over here, right, if you want, for max crit buffs and max special attack buffs just by himself, which is cool. And Super Fire 4, 50% chance of lowering special defense. He already does it guaranteed 1, but if you have this, 50% chance to be -2. Look at that, really cool, especially if you like Mystical Fire, right? Like 1 Mystical Fire would be -2 special attack and 50% chance of being -2 special defense. And also if you pick up Hard Knocks 9 as well, right, this is also you get 1 extra random stat debuff, so he's definitely a really nice debuffer at 3 out of 5. But again, I don't feel like it's super necessary. Confusion Synergy helps with DPS, right? If you don't have 3 out of 5, you really won't be doing too much DPS. Not that 3 out of 5 makes him like a great DPS unit either, but it's something, I guess. 4 out of 5, you get max countdown 2, sync move countdown -2 after you use a max move, which is nice. Recuperation 2, I mean, it's not that much of a tank, so it's generally not that big of a deal. And then 5/5, you get an extra G-Max Smite power up, which makes his G-Max Smite really powerful, and then max damage guard, which, again, not too much of a tank, so I wouldn't worry too much about that one there. Now, getting into some pros and cons of the kit, right? So first of all, in terms of pros, we have it's good Fairy Nuker, right? Really nice Fairy Nuker over here. As you can see, right, should be the third best Fairy Nuker, right? And then DPS is not that great, but it's not like completely unusable, but it's not crazy either. Really nice max move there as well, obviously. Very good debuffer, especially for special attack and special defense, right? Especially for those. You also do have the random thing at 3 out of 5 as well, but obviously that's not as good as, you know, not reliable as the other ones. You have Psychic Terrain and Sun Setter on the max moves. You got, well, the max move damage, which are all, you know, pretty decent. Then you have Status Cure / Status Reflection, whichever one, you know, you need. There's Confusion, and it's a decent 2-gauge Psychic DPS, low-key. Like, Bede, like, the fire damage is kind of bad. Fairy damage is, it's alright, but, like, the Psychic damage is low-key kind of good. For a 2-gauge move, at least. I mean, obviously, you're not competing with, look at how many 1 million plus damage healer Psychic has, right? But, you know, regardless, right? Almost 800k on a 2-gauge move is decent, at least. And self-sufficient, right? At least at 3 out of 5 with the ramped up, right, over there. So some of the pros, in terms of some of its downsides, the overall DPS is kind of meh, right? Again, even the Psychic one is just decent, right? And then obviously the other two are kind of whatever, very better than fire, right? And then the Sun and Terrain are kind of limited, so yeah, there is that, I guess. So overall, this unit should pull for or go to 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 for. I'd say not really. In terms of like the 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5 part, I kind of don't like his 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 expansion. Like the biggest thing I like in his expansion is like probably like this extra 100 on G-Max Blank. I guess the max countdown too is like decent too, but like the other stuff is genuinely whatever, right? I mean, I really don't want to tank with this guy. I don't know why they're trying to, you know, do that, but the unit is good. I think I feel like Bede is a pretty underappreciated unit overall. It just kind of sucked because I think Bede came in the same month as like the Johto Master Fair trio, so like everyone just ignored Bede because I mean literally some of like the, you know, top units in the game came at the same time, 3 of them, and like, well, maybe not like Ethan, but the other 2 at least, right? And then, I mean, not that Ethan's bad, Ethan's great, right? But I don't know about like top unit game, but yeah, and then like Bede's just like here, but it's a really nice debuffer, honestly, right? Could nuke a bit, well, not nuke a bit, nuke quite a bit, and you got the max move damage. Plus, you could set Terrain and Sun, even though it's once, but still, right? I use Bede in my like my Battle Villa clear team, the one that I use. It's a team with like I don't know what support. It's just threw Ram supports in there. It doesn't really matter. But it's just like Deoxys and Bede. So Bede has like because max moves you could use one like every battle, right? So you just get like free Psychic Terrain from Bede, and then attack form Deoxys, you know, buffs, maxes out his offensive stats for free, and just goes ham on Battle Villa for like no MP clears. But anyways, overall I'd say probably it's like a 5.4 out of 10 pull rate. It's a good enough unit. There's just better unit / banners worth going for this month, unfortunately, right? But hey, if you like Bede, if you like the Pokemon, go for it, right? But otherwise, probably better places to spend your gems, I suppose. So anyways, yeah, that's me this one. Hope y'all enjoyed, guys. Think of the comments below. Like, enjoy the video. Have some more about Magic contests, guys, in the next one.